Hi guys, just a quick look at the AOR AR5000 and talk about the differences between the models. There was 3 different models released. First off, there was the AOR AR5000 that looks exactly the same as this one, and it was exactly the same radio, apart from this is the +3 version. It's got a little white sticker on the back, circular, with a plus and a 3, a big fat sort of plus on the back next to the number 3 in blue on a white circular disc, about 10-15 million diameter, and that's this model, which is the +3. The +3 had 3 additions added in, I think it's this section, function, option, there you go. Automatic frequency control, AFC, noise blanker, and not that one, tone illumination, auto frequency control. Yeah, 2 of these, 2 are here, auto frequency control and noise blanker, 2 are there. And the other one is in the mode where you go to mode. Synchronous AM. There you go. So synchronous AM, upper and lower synchronous AM, and synchronous, full synchronous, both sides. Those are the +3. So you get sync AM, synchronous AM, and you get 3 options: synchronous AM, noise blanker, and auto frequency control. Very useful options in my opinion. I can't think of any advantage of not having them. So if you're looking for one of these, I would suggest you definitely go for the 5000 +3. There is one version that's got an A on the end. It's actually written on there at the end. It's the same font as that, A on the end. I've owned one of those, and they're not as sensitive in general. More lower down, they're not as sensitive. So if that doesn't bother you, being right on sort of in the kilohertz range, they're not quite as sensitive. On paper, I don't believe they're on paper as sensitive, and I've had first-hand experience with them, and they're not as sensitive as the non-A version, the standard version here. This, in my opinion, again, is the one to have, the AR5000 and just the +3 version, not the A. I believe all the A's are +3 versions as standard, because the A was later on, the later version. But this to me is the pinnacle of the AR5000. There is a 6000 and a 5700 and a couple other versions, but that's a different radio. This original version, the AR5000, was the first one that looked like this, the first one to have all the bells and whistles, and having the 3 extra bells and whistles for me is just the cherry on top. The A goes to 3 gigahertz instead of 2.6 gigahertz. The AR5000 goes to 2.6 gigahertz, and the 5000 +3 goes to 2.6 gigahertz. The A goes to 3 gigahertz, which is nice if you're interested in things on that end of the spectrum. For me, there's never been anything there for me I'm interested in, so it's not really a problem. I've also got a couple of handhelds that go that far, or one, which would be the AR 8200 Mark III, which goes to 3 gigahertz, I think, which is nice to have something like that in your collection, just in case scenarios. But I've never received anything or been interested in anything on that frequency range. But if you need something to go that high, yes.
40 miles west from the city of Belfast, David, over.
Yes, definitely go for that. If you're not bothered about low end sensitivity, super sensitive like this is, and you need more range, 3 gigahertz, I would go for the A version. But if you want low end sensitivity, I'm more interested in the lower range, below 30 megahertz.
Which frequency, over?
I would go for this one, and I'd go for the +3. At the moment, as the date I'm filming this, Christmas Eve 2025, 24th of December, at around 9:30 in the morning. There is one on eBay. There's one on eBay for about 700 GBP. So that's a pretty good price, to be fair. That's probably a fair price, especially the guy's going to get stung with the fees and stuff the other end, potentially. I'm not sure of the fees at the moment on eBay. But yeah, it's not a bad price if you're after one, but I wouldn't go for the non+3 version. But perhaps you're not bothered about the auto frequency control. I'll be honest, I don't use Sync AM because I don't listen to many stations. I don't use the auto frequency control. I seldom use it. I do occasionally stick it on. It's very good though. They're both very good. The Sync's really, really good, and so is the auto frequency control. Very, very usable. And the noise blanker, as far as I can tell, I've owned this radio about 9 months, and I can't find any signal that it will reduce the interference on the noise blanker, but I do understand it's a noise blanker and it's made for a specific kind of interference. I just haven't encountered any yet. So the noise blanker is not really something you're going to be using every day, nor is the auto frequency control, not for me anyway. And the synchronous AM is really nice, it works really well, but again, it's not something you're going to use very often. So it depends if you really want those 3 features, but they're great radios. The plus 3 in this version are exactly the same apart from the 3 extra features. I believe I've read that it's a plug-in module. They are plug-in modules, so if you had one of these that was busted, perhaps you could use this as a donor and solder or plug the modules inside if you knew what you were doing, of course. But don't quote me on that. That's something I've read. A couple of places that they're literally bolt-on options, bolt-on, plug-in, soldering, whatever you want to say. Great radios though, really, really good radios. Great on sideband. The filters, I've spoken about this before, the filter's a little bit wide. Filter's a little bit wide for sideband for my liking, and it only goes to 500. You can put a 2.6 I think or a 2.4 kilohertz filter in place of the 3 or in addition to the 3. I'm not sure where it fits exactly. The signal meter's a little bit small, the VFO's a little bit small. It's got a few minor niggles. The system to go to the menu driven system, as you can see all these function buttons here, the white above the main button, it's got a lot. So if you're used to radios like this, it's not a problem.
Mike India 0, Yankee Bravo Hotel 6040. MI0 YBH next QRT, the frequency is clear.
Yeah, very, very nice radios, yeah. But say you need to be used to using menus and function keys and stuff like that. That's terrible, that is, isn't it? Yeah. Let's get back to the attenuator. Yeah, that's better. A lot quieter. Okay, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos coming soon.